Blessed Gift, Story 29, Secret Disciple, by Sylvia Chan. My mom was a devout Seventh-day Adventist. From when I was 5 years old, Mum would bring me with my older brother, younger brother, and younger sister to her church for the worship service and class. This meant spending 3 hours every Saturday in church. For us young children, having to be on our best behavior, just sitting there for 3 hours was torturous. We were so bored. But no matter how much we grumbled and complained, pleading for Mum to show mercy and spare us, she was uncompromising. At the time I entered Primary 1 in CHIJ St. Nicholas Girls' School, all the Catholic students had to attend catechism class every day before the regular lessons began. I have no idea why my name had been mysteriously included in the register of Catholic students, and thus I inadvertently joined the daily catechism classes for 6 years. When I advanced to secondary school, I joined the St. Vincent de Paul Society, even becoming its assistant treasurer. The SVDP was an extracurricular activity, and its main aim was to assist the students from underprivileged families. But it was usually only the Catholics who joined it. I was not even a Catholic, yet I was mixing with them. It made me feel like a secret agent in a detective movie. I served in the SVDP for all 4 years of secondary school. One Saturday afternoon, after the SVDP meeting, my classmate invited me to join her for the Novena devotion at Novena Church to pray for our upcoming O-level examinations. I had no objections. On our arrival at Novena Church, I discovered that it was located just opposite my mom's church, with both churches only separated by an overhead bridge. Was this a coincidence? Or was this God's plan? Ever since that day, I have attended Novena devotions every Saturday. Until now, it has been exactly 40 years. Every time I walk into Novena Church and gaze at the holy picture of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, I find comfort and peace. And even more importantly, I experience a feeling that courses through my heart like a warm current, that of being loved. I believe that it has been this power of love that, like a magnet, has drawn me to the Lord's side. In these 40 years of devotions to Mother Mary, she has taught me submission, obedience, forbearance, humility, and courage. These virtues have been the Lord's shields for me, helping me to face the many challenges in my life. My mom had always had the desire for our whole family to be baptized into her church. My younger brother and sister had converted in their teenage years, and my elderly dad was also baptized at 80. My mom told me she was constantly praying that I would become one of them too. Not wanting to disappoint her, nor wanting to fall out of favor with my family, I kept my secret to myself, delaying the day when I would have to reveal the truth that I wanted to be a Catholic. This went on till 2012. One day, when I was in the bathroom, I suddenly felt a spiritual prompting that seemed to say, "You have been a fake Catholic for a long time." At the time, my heart felt a slight jolt, but I was not afraid, because I understood that it was God who was calling me. With determination in my heart, I thought, it's time to tell Mum the truth. So I plucked up the courage to do just that. To my great surprise, my mum told me ever so gently and kindly, just follow your heart. Mum's simple response was like a kindly light that penetrated my heart. I raised my eyes to gaze at my mum. Wasn't she just like the Mother Mary in my heart, so full of love? Thus, in 2013, I parted with my secret disciple identity and exchanged it for a true Catholic identity. My heart was filled with certainty and peace. In order to follow Jesus closely, I joined the RCIA ministry, the Rite of Christian Initiation for Adults, as a sponsor the year after my baptism. During the first year of my service, I often felt so small and thought how insignificant I must be in God's eyes. But as I reflected on this more deeply, I realized my thinking was erroneous. Each of us is precious in God's eyes. As it is written in the Bible, in the book of Jeremiah, "Before I made you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you as prophet to the nations." The Lord knows me and has in fact already blessed and tested me so that I can be his instrument. In 2014, I met the man who is now my life partner, and we were married in church within 9 months. Our relatives and friends were shocked when they received my good news, and even my mum was struck by this lightning marriage news. She said she had been caught off guard because although she had been praying for my marriage for more than 2 decades, she had not dared to believe God would arrange everything for me. Fortunately for me, my dear husband turned out to be a guardian angel sent by God, and not a fraudster sent by a marriage scammer. Unexpectedly, less than a year after our marriage, I was diagnosed with second-stage breast cancer. Upon receiving this bad news, I turned to God in my distress, saying, "Oh Lord, this is too soon. Are you testing our marriage already?" After all, we were still in our honeymoon period. Moreover, I did not want my husband to be labeled a jinx, as his first wife had died of an illness. I prayed unremittingly to God, pleading for his merciful healing upon me to restore my health. After this, I packed up my need to ask God why and began my battle with cancer. I went through surgery, followed by chemotherapy and radiotherapy. All in all, the treatment regime lasted 10 months. Miraculously, I did not suffer any serious side effects apart from losing all my hair. I came to understand that it was only because our beloved Lord Jesus was always helping me to carry my cross and walking with me on this tough journey that I was able to calmly, positively, and courageously complete the whole treatment. Having passed through and survived this low point in my life, I discovered that not only had I not lost anything, but in fact, I had experienced the boundless care and love of my family and friends. My family bonds are even stronger now. No matter what problems may arise, everybody is quick to chip in with a helping hand, mutually supporting each other, especially in the care of our 2 elderly parents. Because of this, I have been worry-free in these last few years. I now know that whenever our merciful God closes a door, he always opens a window. After all, when I had reached the mature age of 50, he had even sent me a discipline master to make sure I keep to a healthy diet, with me no longer allowed to reject vegetables and fruits, and to remind me to exercise every day. I am even healthier today than ever before, and my asthma and joint pains have disappeared. I believe that if God had not sent my husband to accompany me during that haze-filled period of my life, I would not have recovered so quickly. Indeed, the Lord's plans are always perfect. Not only have we come out of this experience stronger, but it has also deepened our already loving relationship. I want to thank my dear Mum, who returned to heaven to rest in the Lord's embrace in August last year, 2019, for leading me from when I was young to know about Jesus, and for laying a strong foundation for my faith. I am grateful to her for her generosity and openness in allowing me to choose my own faith and for respecting my religion. I'm also grateful to my alma mater for nurturing and nourishing my love for God and for others, teaching me to generously offer myself for others. Most of all, I thank the Lord for his love for me, this kind and loving God who always listens to my prayers, never rejecting anything that is beneficial to me. I, previously a secret disciple, am overwhelmed by the Lord's great love for me. I want to show my gratitude by proclaiming the gospel to further God's kingdom. I am no longer a secret disciple, but a forthright, true blue soldier of God. I want to tell everyone around me about God and lead them to Him.